All right. So, hello everybody. I'm Kevin. I work at Dizzle, and what we do is we build white labeled mobile apps for real estate agents. So what that means is we can make it look and feel like anything we want to inside and out. For example, these are all Dizzle apps. So we can make the icon look like anything. We can name it anything you want. Inside, the functionality is very similar on every app, but on the outside, you can put anything from your face to your brokerage logo to a customized logo. Bill, were you trying to say something?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. So here's an example of a Dizzle app. This is my app, Kevin Hop, right here. So when you open my app, it'll open up to my vendor list right away. Position of Dizzle is that this is your preferred list of vendors. These are your people. We know that as a real estate agent, you're a local expert, and what we try and do is empower you as a local expert by giving you a branded mobile presence on your client's smartphone. So if it's branded to you and it has all of your people in it, that provides real value to your clients, not only while you're working with them, but more importantly, after the deal is done, right? So after you shake their hand at the closing table, we're just trying to help you stay top of mind by providing something to your clients for free that is real value. So inside your app, you have your vendor list. You can put any kind of category you can think of, any kind of vendor, anything from an occupational therapist to a real estate agent. Of course, you'd put yourself. But what's really important that people put here are things like furniture refinisher, the vendors that your clients would not have and that they would not want to look up in the yellow pages or something. You know, there's a reason that they would go to your app. They trusted you with the transaction. They're going to trust your vendor referral. You've been in the business a while. Once again, you're a local expert. So putting those valuable contacts in here, anything from the hairdresser to the handyman, provides real value to your clients. You also have a contact page. This is completely customizable in here. So I just have the fields filled out, as an example. You can have a catchphrase on the right hand side. Put that you're a realtor on the left. You can put your registration number. The background photo is also customizable. And then these one-touch call to action buttons make it really easy for people to get in touch with you. And then, of course, there's a little map of where your location is and your address. So this makes it really easy for your clients to get in touch with you. This is easier than them pulling up their address book and typing in your name. All they need to do is click open on your app and then click call. Can everyone still hear me? Bill?
Yeah.
Cool. So the updates tab is where you can send customized push notifications that will get logged inside of the app. So I'll do a demo of that right now to show. This postal code feature is actually getting phased out. It used to be for you to put in a zip code, and then we would push out automatic updates when houses sell in that zip code. But we're phasing that out because it was a messy product. But the point is, it'll be gone soon. But these updates are what are important. So how you would send these out is you go to the back-end application. So everybody that has a Dizzle app gets access to this back-end application, the Dizzle app. And inside of it, you can edit everything inside of your app on the fly. Just put in a new background picture. You can change the color of your app on the inside, all with just a few taps, and then it updates automatically on everyone else's phone. You can most importantly add and edit your vendor list in here. So if I have this artist and he doesn't do a good job, I can delete him very easily. I can edit his contact information very easily. And more importantly, I can add straight from my contact book, or I can add from scratch. If I just got his business card per se and I just wanted to go in and fill in the fields manually, first and last name, company, phone. And then most importantly are the notes at the bottom. So as you can see on this vendor here, I have some notes describing, this is the coolest guy I ever met. He's actually a friend of mine, and I put his Instagram hashtag on there. Things like that, right? Where you would put, hey, this is the plumber that I've worked with for 25 years. hey, this is the handyman. He does really good work with burst pipes or drywall, whatever it might be that makes that vendor valuable to your clients. It's a really good spot to put that in. So the other feature is the customized push notifications. So right now, so how this works is we create a new message. I'll say, hello, Remax. You can put in a link. So we can put in a link to my latest listing in here. I can put in a link to my website, which is what I'll do. You guys can put in a link to your website as well. Any link that you want. Click preview. And then when I'm ready to, I can just click publish. So see that notification at the top, hello Remax. That has popped up, and that'll pop up on everybody's phone. So you could say things like happy early Valentine's Day. Check out the deal for a free architecture quote. Then when the people that have your app open your app, it will be inside.
So Kevin, I got a question. So
Yeah.
when they get notified, is there like a little circle with a number that's on top of your logo on your home phone screen?
No, we don't have that. We don't have that. What we do have is we have this. It'll pop up right here. So if you could see right there, Kevin Hop, hello Remax. So when I click that, it opens the app up. And then right here, here's that push that I just sent. And it'll open, when I click on it, it'll open that web page.
Okay.
Which is doing, the Wi-Fi is being kind of slow. But
so it'll pop up, it'll just show up on the phone if you've enabled push notifications for the app.
Yeah.
It'll pop up like a text message.
Yep. It pops up like a text message. If you're inside the app like I was when I sent that, it pops up at the very top. If you were to have your phone locked, it'll just pop up on the lock screen there, and then all they need to do is swipe to open it. That's a pretty cool feature. So that's what we have going right there. Some of the cool things that we're rolling out here in the future that we're gonna have pretty soon. We're gonna have a back-end portal for people to log into, where you would go to Dizzle.com and you would be able to log in. That feature is going live just in a few weeks here. And I'm going to show you guys a sneak preview of what you're going to be able to access when you go there. So one of the things that we're proud of is real-time analytics. So let's check this out real quick. So when you have a Dizzle app, you get real-time analytics as the owner of the Dizzle app. So because I am logged into the Kevin Hop Dizzle backend, I'll get a live notification whenever someone does an action inside of my app. So if I press call, you see congrats, someone just called Nick Powers. So you will get a push notification, so you will know that your app is being used. So that's a pretty cool feature. So you'll know right away, if your clients are making calls. I'll address a question that I know some people will have. We do not know who is making that call specifically, and we don't know for a very good reason. When you go to open a Dizzle app, all you need to do is click on the app, and it opens up straight to the list. If we were to tell you who is calling these people and exactly when, we would have to make everyone log into the app. By logging in, you decrease consumer usage by about 40%, the research says. So that means that 4 out of 10 people would just delete your app because they don't want to create another username and password. Think about how many username and passwords you already have. You don't want to be a hassle to your clients. You want to provide real value. So we make it really easy for you to do that by not making your clients log in. But then what we get is that simple analytics piece where it just says, hey, someone called your app. When you log into the back end, you'll be able to see a report that looks just like this. So check this out. This is David Seaver. He's a real estate agent. He would have a usage report that would show up weekly. 56 user actions were taken inside of his app. And this is who the user actions were taken with. So people are really calling his painter. people are calling Homebridge, Wells Fargo. This is a really good place to, you can show these analytics to your vendors as well and say, hey, I'm driving you a lot of business. I appreciate referrals, things like that. So that's what we have as of right now. We also have a few other really cool features that'll be inside the back end. One that will allow you to do mailers. I don't know if you guys are still doing direct mail. We know that the real estate industry is centered around direct mail still. That mailer feature is still in beta testing, so I don't want to preview it yet, but we're going to be able to do mailers at or below market rates, and we're going to do it much easier. So from the back end, since we have all of your branding assets already, when you have a Dizzle app, you'll just be able to log in, and all your branding information will be pre-populated onto a mailer. We're figuring out the back end on how to scrape Realtor.com for real-time listing data, and we can populate up, your latest listing onto a mailer right away. And you can just, 3 or 4 clicks to buy and send hundreds of mailers at once. So that's a cool feature we have. And we also have the analytics in the back end, and then you'll also be able to edit your Dizzle app as well. So that's basically what Dizzle is. Does anyone have any questions?
Trying to think. What type of push notifications I got to imagine people aren't pushing their listings because I don't think that's really relevant, right? So,
right.
Is there, let's say you can push a discount or like check out the deal for the free landscaping quote. How does that,
so the best way to leverage that would be if you had somebody, let's say you had a landscaper or let's say, let's stick with the artist. So I had the artist, and he wants to create art, and he wants to do a deal. So the deal that he would put inside where it says Nick is the slickest guy I ever met, instead he would contact me and say, hey, I'm going to do a deal where I can, give, a free piece of art to people who come to my new gallery showing. And I say, okay, cool. So in these notes, I could edit that and say, show this app to get a free gallery showing. Right? So just edit down here. Show this app to get a free piece of artwork. To get free artwork. Right? So then the push notification that I'd send out would say, and then, Nick Powers. So when someone opened this push notification, they would say, oh, well, I should go to Nick Powers, the artist, and then you can see the deal. That's one way to leverage it. Another way is just to, use push notifications as a way to touch everyone at once, saying, hey, happy Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, whatever is going on. You could also say, check out my latest blog post. You can put any link you want in there. So you can link it to a listing, you can link it to your website, you can link it to a blog.
Okay.
And if you wanted to, if that vendor was doing a deal on their website, you can link it to their website as well.
Right.
We have some pretty cool technology that you can't really find anywhere else right now in terms of, a customized mobile app that you can, change with just a few taps all through a proprietary backend system. So that's what we have. Any other questions?
What's the cost?
So the cost is $30 a month after a free trial. So for Remax, for you guys, and for a special deal this week, if any of you guys sign up as part of this webinar, we'll do 2 free months, a 2 free months trial That's what we would like to offer you guys. So every app comes with 30 days free, and then it's only $30 a month or $330 a year. And then that $330 for the year, you get 13 months. So there's 2 months built in there. We're giving you an added month there, so that'll be 3 months. But the standard trial is extended to 60 days for everybody at Remax for you guys.
Okay, cool. And how do we indicate that on your site? We go to Dizzle.com. Is that the best way to order?
Yeah. So if you just go to Dizzle.com and sign up, I'll contact you right away, and then when we figure out that this is from the webinar, I can extend your trial. But just going to the website and just signing up, just clicking Get Dizzle. We just collect your credit card information up front, and then we build your apps, Android and iOS. I forgot to mention we are on Android. All this is functional on Android as well. So with every sign up, you get a Android app completely branded to yourself and an iOS app. So that's pretty cool. We reach 95% of the smartphone market. And then we only collect the information up front. We build the app, submit it, and then Apple takes up to 10 days to review their apps. Apple reviews everything. As soon as that goes live, that will start the 60-day trial.
Okay.
So we don't charge you anything until you already love the app, basically.
Okay, and how do our clients, they just download it from the Apple Store and it's free, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's free to your clients. Thank you for reminding me. That's the other feature that I forgot to demonstrate here. It's really easy. So for me, I shake people's hands and say, download me in the App Store. I have it on my business cards as well. I have app icons on there that are recognizable. It is the best to do it to make your app your name, because then it's just super personal, really easy to remember. We also have a few features that we've built in to help you spread the word about your app. So that's the other little icon inside the admin app here. You can send it to your entire contact book at once. And that feature's actually gotten the most downloads. It'll get people, 100 downloads in a day. So we understand real estate agents have pretty robust contact books, and sending this app out, generates a lot of buzz right away. And you can also post it to Twitter. You can email it to someone or text message it to them anytime. But again, probably the easiest way to spread the word about your app is just to, say, download me in the App Store. It's a pretty cool value prop to have your own app.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else have any initial questions? I think this is a great value add and a great way to, even though you can't trace who is making the request. I think at the end of the day, you're going to be able to contact your vendor to say, hey, did somebody just contact you? And what was their name? And so they get reinforced that it is coming from you. This referral is coming from you. They'll be able to tell you who contacted them, then you can follow up with your people that way. But I think at the end of the day, if you know that vendors are being contacted, you're going to want to follow up with your vendors to make sure that the app gets credit for it. They know that you're an amount, therefore guilting them into many referrals.
Yeah, that's a good way. And this analytics report that you'll be able to export as well. You'll be able to just show your vendors, hey, I drove you 18 phone calls this month. This is out of 56 actions. This realtor. This is a real analytics report, by the way. He generated 25 calls at least here to real estate agents. 29 calls.
Yeah. I think it's a great, and you can make it as big a deal as you want. I've signed up, and I'm getting. My problem is I don't have all my vendors in a spreadsheet, so I'm aggregating all those from my phone and my
Yeah.
But I'm doing a launch party, and we can, in another mastermind, you guys, we can talk about ways to launch this. But I'm going to do like a coffee launch party for my vendors, and say you're invited to the launch of the Bill Butler app that you will be, in which you'll be featured. This is, of course, after I talk to them on the phone, and make a big deal out of it, because it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, it's going to work on its own, but also if you can leverage it, the more you leverage it, the more you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, so that's one thing that I should emphasize. The agents that have the most success with their Dizzle apps, integrate them into their marketing. You know, it doesn't work on its own. Your app won't download itself. You know, the more that you can get it out there, the more that you spread the word, the more that, hey, download my app. The more that you're talking to your vendors, just like you're suggesting, Bill, that gets your app downloaded. And then once your app's downloaded, it provides real value. You know, do you think that the people that are, you know, have David Seaver's app are going to delete his app anytime soon? Like, I highly doubt it. They seem to be doing a lot of action inside of his app, and this is just for 1 week. So,
and anyone who's, you know, shy about calling their past clients in Sphere about asking for referrals, this is a great way to touch base with them, to keep you top of mind, to add value, and not have to continually ask, where you're calling your client, hey, just want to make sure you download my app. Hey, my painter's offering a special. It's a great touch.
Totally. I completely agree.
Yeah. So cool. Anyone have any other questions?
Yeah. Dave asked a question today. Will you be notified? I don't know if there's Dave's on that. Will you be notified if your client downloads the app?
Yeah, you get a simple push notification from the pink backend application every time someone downloads an app, or anytime that you know, someone creates an action. So someone calls or someone emails a vendor, you'll get a notification for all of that.
But will it tell who? But we won't be able to know who did it, right?
No. Once again, that goes back to you know, we don't want to make people log in, because when you make people log in, you decrease usage, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make it simple, easy access. Someone asked if it is a 12-month contract. So we do have the 12-month option, which is $330, and that'll be 3 months of free usage for you guys as that special. Or you can do month to month. 12 months is the better value, but the month to month is just $30 a month, and 2 free months to start.
Anyone else? Questions, comments? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks, Kevin. Really appreciate it. Maybe we can do a follow-up with kind of more on strategy, you know, in another month or so, and talk more kind of strategic.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to show you guys our mailer feature then too. You know, we've had the mailer feature working for a few beta users, and it's gotten a lot of downloads for their app. We're doing some pretty cool stuff with that mailer piece, where we're including trackable phone numbers on the mailers, so you get some analytics on where you're spending your marketing dollars, if your mailers are working, and if people are downloading your app. So
that's great. Yeah, we're doing a lot of direct mail. You know, but this is a great value add, and it's a great differentiator. You know,
totally.
How are we going to be different on your next listing appointment? You can talk to people about your, you know, oh, one of the things I have here makes me different is this app, and I don't think anyone else is really going to have it, you guys.
Yeah, totally. We have a few people on the East Coast that have our apps, but we mainly have clients on the West Coast. You know, we've only been around for about 6 months here. We've seen a lot of significant traction, and we're really excited about where we're going. And the product rollouts are going to be really advantageous to everyone that joins. The Dizzle platform is what it's going to be. Getting access to the back-end Dizzle platform will be pretty powerful because we have all your branding assets in one place. We have your vendor list on there. There's going to be some really cool products designed around that just to help you stay top of mind and help your clients, get real value.
Great.
Correct. Awesome. So anyone else that has questions, you can email me at kevin@dizzle.com. So I'll put that in the chat here too. And anyone that signs up, this week, if we just make a note that you're from Remax, and we will be sure to extend your trial. We'll make sure that gets done. I'm in charge of the billing, so I'll make sure it happens. Let's put it that way.
3 months, you get the 2 months free.
Yeah.
If you do the contract.
Yeah.
All right.
I
think we're about finished.
Cool. Well, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. And you get me the recording of this. We'll do it on Friday too for the folks who couldn't make it today.
All right. Sounds like a plan, Bill. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you guys have a good time digging out of the snow today.
Well, we enjoy it every time.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Watch from a window.
Try to stay warm.
That's it. All right. Thanks, Kevin. Take care.
All righty. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.